Living with my best friend seemed perfect until I discovered what he was doing while I worked night shifts. Moving in with Mason made financial sense. Split rent, shared utilities, and I'd known him since high school. He worked regular office hours while I pulled night shifts at the hospital as an EMT. Perfect arrangement. I'd sleep during the day while he was at work. He'd have the apartment to himself evenings when I was saving lives. For 6 months, everything seemed normal. Then I started noticing small things. My food disappearing faster than it should. Not just snacks, but expensive items. The salmon I'd bought for my weekend off. The craft beer I'd been saving. My good bourbon, watered down to hide missing amounts. Weird, Mason would say when I mentioned it. Maybe you're eating more than you realize. Night shifts mess with your appetite. Then my girlfriend Emma started acting strange, distant during our phone calls, avoiding making plans. When I asked what was wrong, she'd change the subject. Just work stress, she'd say. Nothing to worry about. But I'm trained to notice when people are lying. It comes with the job. Last Tuesday, I told Mason I was working a double shift. Instead, I parked around the corner and waited. At 8 p.m., Emma's car pulled into our parking lot. I watched through our living room window as Mason opened the door. She wasn't there to see me. The way he hugged her, the way she looked comfortable in my apartment. It was obvious this wasn't their first time together. I sat in my car for 3 hours, documenting everything. Photos, timestamps, video of them together on my couch, drinking my bourbon, eating food I'd paid for. But instead of confronting them, I decided to get creative. I called Emma the next morning. Hey, I've got the weekend off. Want to plan something special? She hesitated. Actually, I'm not feeling great. Maybe we should rain check. No problem. I'll bring soup and take care of you. No, don't. I'm probably contagious. Let's just text for a few days. That evening, I told Mason I'd picked up another double shift. Won't be back until Sunday morning. Instead, I drove to a hotel across town and waited. Sure enough, Emma's car was in our lot by 7 p.m. This time, I had a key to my own apartment. I waited until midnight, then quietly let myself in. The living room was empty, but I could hear voices from Mason's bedroom. My girlfriend's laugh echoing through the apartment I helped pay for. I set up my phone to record, then knocked loudly on Mason's door. Mason, it's me. Emergency at work got canceled. We need to talk. Panic. Scrambling. Whispered arguments. Mason opened his door trying to look casual. Hey man, thought you were working tonight. Yeah, plans changed. Is someone here? I heard voices. Just watching TV. Funny. Emma's car is in the parking lot. Unless she's visiting someone else in the building. His face went completely white. That's when Emma appeared behind him, wearing one of my t-shirts. This isn't what it looks like, she said. It looks like my girlfriend and my roommate have been using my apartment for secret dates while I work nights to pay rent. Mason tried to explain. It just happened. We didn't plan this. Which part just happened? The 6 months of lying or stealing my food to feed my girlfriend while you hook up in the apartment I pay half the rent for? But I pulled out my phone and showed them the photos from previous nights. This just happened multiple times, apparently. Emma started crying. I was going to tell you. When? After you moved in with him. That's when I delivered the news they weren't expecting. Mason, you've got until Sunday to find a new place. I'm keeping the apartment. You can't kick me out. I'm on the lease too. Actually, you're not. I'm the primary leaseholder. You're listed as an authorized occupant. Big difference. I'd done my research, talked to the landlord, reviewed our rental agreement. Mason's name was on nothing official. I've already spoken to management. They're changing the locks Sunday morning. Emma was sobbing now. What about us? There is no us. There hasn't been for months, apparently. Mason got desperate. Where am I supposed to go? Maybe Emma has a place. You two seem to have figured everything else out. The next morning, I helped Mason pack while Emma sat in her car crying. Neither of them spoke to each other. Turns out betraying someone together doesn't actually create a strong foundation for a relationship. Mason moved back with his parents. Emma tried calling for weeks, but I never answered. The apartment feels bigger now, quieter. My food stays where I put it, and my bourbon remains full strength.